Okay, so you get the role, which I believe was not even on an audition situation. They just offered to you. Is that correct? Like they meet with you and it's an offer?
Yeah, I met Matt Shackman. We had an awesome lunch and we talked a lot about the comics, particularly the early 60s ones, which was really a wonderful thing to be asked to go and do, to go back to the 60s and 70s and all the decades of this sort of like legacy of this form of entertainment for people that was kind of
Yeah.
counterculture and super um meaningful to people every week. You just wait. There wasn't a lot of TV, obviously, and so this would be the thing you'd most be most excited about. And so I felt very touched by that. And then Matt and so we had a really deep discussion about that. And then I met Kevin and Lou at Marvel. And then the next day they asked me to do it. So no, there was no audition, which sometimes makes
Amazing.
it scary because then you go, oh gosh, the first day when you go
Right.
for
You want to
that.
kind of prove to yourself in
Like
a way.
recast. Yeah.
Right. Right. So was there, look, there are obvious benefits to this. Marvel knows what they're doing. This is an iconic character, but it's also a commitment. This is not a one and done. This is going to be potentially the next 10 years beyond of your life, off and on. So that has to be something that whether you wrestle with it or you contemplate. I mean, I don't know, is there a little trepidation when you're like, I'm really kind of making a commitment to my career and life for the next 10
Mhm.
plus years?
With this, I actually didn't have that, and I'm surprised to say that. I think it was because I really liked her so much, and because I'd read so many of the comics, and she goes through so many different iterations. She becomes Malice, this really dark version of herself, for quite a long time, and then she renames herself Invisible Woman, having been called Invisible Girl, and she goes off with Psycho Man, and there's a name. I mean, like her history is incredible. So that was, I felt like, oh, there's so much there to even psychologically. I mean, she has a stillborn, and people don't know that. Like she's gone through a lot. But most importantly, I knew I wouldn't be out without these three actors.
Right.
And these three actors have genuinely become family. And I admired them so much. And I knew that we're a four, and the four in the comics are never separated. So I assumed that we'd be together. And that really helped because then you're not a lone ranger kind of going into new daunting environments. We've always kind of got each other, and we've had that exactly with Avengers just now, just all being together
Right.
in our group.